Hello again, folks. This is NTableHass, and you guys know. This is the expert mode mod, and let me tell you, it's a big mod. And it's true to its name. Like, the difficulty curve goes from this is a nice fair challenge, and then it has a good scale. It scales up to god damn, this is hard. So anyway, I'm gonna go through story mode all over again, just cause it'll be interesting. And here's one of the features of expert mode. All the bosses have no rings. So yeah, good luck with that. And since we've already seen bits of the story in the main playthrough, there's no need to show any of the cutscenes, so yeah, I'm just gonna skip past them. Now, for the first level. In most of the levels that I've played, as of this recording, I've only played through all of Sonic's and Tails' expert mode stages. And I don't know about any of the others. So anyway, in most of the stages that I played, I found that since SADX lacks a good puzzle system, I mean, obviously it wasn't in the development plans for them to have any type intricate puzzles. The only types of puzzles that this mod can offer are switch puzzles, where you have to find the switch in order to activate a rocket. You're going to be seeing that a lot in this mod. I mean, okay, but the entire switch puzzle thing is kind of love it or leave it. I mean, here the switch isn't that difficult to find. I'm just being dumb here. Oh yeah, and you may have noticed that this is a let's get through, not a let's speed through, because the levels take a bit too long, and even with all the cuts I'm making, I just can't get it down to less than 15 minutes without cutting out some of the important stuff. Some of the stuff I need to make comments on. So I can't just leave stuff out. Except for the cutscenes. The cutscenes are garbage. Nobody cares about them. So yeah, the first part is pretty straightforward. Just spin jump, move fast, find switches. Pretty simple. I mean, it is the first level anyway. Don't need to throw all of the bullshit at you all at once. In this part, you're gonna have to be careful here because that floor is gone. And you don't want to fall. I mean, I'm not sure if you would want to fall in the first place, but normal. And also, I've meant to do this mod last year, like when it was released. I meant to do this mod like a month after it was released, because that's when I found out about it. But a lot of problems happened. And now that I'm doing it, since I'm doing this now, some other things have happened regarding that one site that I keep going to, and we try to make known. Things are happening. Oh right, and for each part of this, I'm gonna try to do 2 levels, unless a character has an odd number of levels, like Tails does. Then I might just do something else for the next part. For the last part, probably just have 1 level or put together 3 levels. We'll get there when we get there. And for this first part, I decided to not use any other mods with this, so it's basically vanilla expert mode right now. Like, you guys heard this music before. You guys seen these textures, those models. I don't want to put you guys through that all over again. So next part we'll start with mods again. And also I don't have any of the other mods right now because I had to get my computer fixed, and all the mods I had on that one got deleted. I can get a lot of them back, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the others are gone. Which is a shame too, because some of them are kinda good. Ah, dang. That reminds me. Even that's gone. Oh well. But yeah, here we have the egg hornet with no rings. Again, not that difficult. Yeah, I'm gonna try and go through each of these stories again, because I want to see how each of the stages play without some of the upgrades. And here's something interesting I thought I'd show off. I mean, once I get there. I don't know why my computer was lagging this time around. So, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, here's the rocket. And here's a platform. Forget the rocket. We can just skip this entire switch puzzle section. But of course, we can't do that. We have to show off everything. So, this first section is pretty easy, right? But then once you get to the rocket, you're thinking, oh shoot, how do I open it? You go back to the beginning here, and you see this, which will take you to Gamma's section of the stage. You need to go all the way back to the very beginning in order to find that switch. Again, pretty straightforward. But wait until later, when the mod decides to start throwing more bullshit at you. I say more. Why did I say more? And also be prepared to do a lot of spin jumps. enough alternate paths. A few secrets here and there. I'm not gonna try and find all the secrets. If I can get to it easily enough, then I will, but if it's just really out of the way, nah. Oh yeah, if you're not fast enough on there, you die. That's trial and error right there. Unless you're looking at a playthrough, in which case you should already know, but so yeah, that's a lot of enemies. That's cool, you get some rings, but it's not really all that helpful. This is another part I don't like, because they move randomly, sort of randomly, and they can get in your way. You can't attack them from down here if you have the light speed attack upgrade. You can do something about them, but again, I'm doing this through the story mode, so. Oh yeah, and here's something I didn't bring up before. Whenever Tails is interacting with a spring, Sonic can't interact with it, which is kind of bad, especially when you hit a spring in midair over a bottomless pit. And here's the rocket, so you have to. So if you didn't know where the switch was, or if you didn't see it, then it's time to go all the way back down. And here's another bad part about bringing Tails along. If he activates the rocket, then you have to go back, find the switch all over again to reactivate the rocket. And hopefully Tails won't steal the rocket from you at that point. So yeah, I've intentionally made things harder on myself. But it's gonna be fine. If you go through the normal path, you get an invincibility. I learned that because I died on that playthrough. You see my lives counter, right? I really don't like spin jumps like that, where the higher ground is it's just high enough that if you not fast enough or jump high enough, you will fall. Like, just a little bit. I can't wait until we get to the last few stages in Sonic's story, because that's gonna be fun. Invisible wall here for some reason. So as you could probably guess, the wind is gone, and it's another switch puzzle. Yeah, it's kind of weird how switches work in SADX. There's usually only one switch in a level because I've looked in set edit and I found that one switch activates a bunch of multiple things at once. So if you have multiple rockets in one stage, the rockets will activate. All the rockets will activate at once. At least that's how I saw it in my tests. Because if that was the case, then shouldn't some of the other rockets be active as well before you even get to it? Again, that's just how I saw this in my tests. I should probably finish making my mods instead of doing videos on other people's mods. Oh yeah, and also islands. Floating small islands. Those item castles are there to help you out. But if you die here, you know how SADX works, right? Once you hit an item capsule, it's gone if you die. So yeah, try not to die there. Otherwise, that section's a lot more unbearable. And that's the video, guys. Come back next time and we'll do the next 2 stages and any other bosses that happen to show up.